Hey everybody, welcome back after a long hiatus to Goo TV Presents. This is Hearthstone. We're going to do some laddering. So I had this new idea for a show to put out on YouTube. Hopefully you guys like it. The purpose of this is designed for, beginner to mid-range players. What I'm going to try and do here is play all of my ladder games for the month of November on recording, put them up on YouTube, and I'm going to talk about what I'm doing with my decks. We'll have a deck check-in. Basically, I'm going to record several matches all in one sitting, playing a single deck. I'll announce how many matches that's going to be. How many episodes that turns into will really just depend on timing, but what that means is that every session of me sitting down, I'm going to try out a different deck. I got 3 decks in mind that I'm going to try and cover. Last time I played ladder, I played up through to the single digits as part of my Extra Life 2014 goal. So I have not touched this in November yet. It is the 10th of November right now, which means that we're about a third of the way into the month. The truth is that things get easier as we progress on, because all of the really good players tend to rank up early. So the people that are left over, that's who we play. So at least at this point in time. So here, we're going to start out with the Zoo. This is a really common archetype. In fact, I would say probably about 8 out of every 10 or so warlocks you run into on ladder are going to be of Zoo. This is a fairly standard thing, but the theory behind this, as you can see from the mana curve, is that a lot of stuff early on. It's designed to be fast enough to the point where you basically just outpace the opponent. So here we go with the Zoo deck check-in. We got 2 Soulfires, really good damage. Yeah, the the downside of it being discarding a random card, that helps pay for it, but the fact that you get 4 damage out of 0 mana, it can be really good for burst at the end of the game. It can also be really important removal along the way. Mortal Coil, this is a cycling card. 1 damage will do some removal, but really it's the point of trying to get through to more cards. We got 2 of those 2 Abusive Sergeants. Nice little bursty sort of minion here. Helps out early on. That extra 2 attack can really help with removal, plus, it's another 1 mana drop. Argent Squire, 1 mana, 1/1 Divine Shield. This is it does not seem at first glance like it's a fantastic card, but the truth is that one of the greatest things that you can have in Hearthstone is card advantage. What you want to do is make if you're playing an aggressive deck like this, you want the opponent's cards to take 2 cards to kill your 1 card, and anything with Divine Shield normally does that automatically. So really good card off the bat. Flame Imp. Again, Battle Cry does 3 damage to me, but a 3/2 especially in turn 1, that's an awesome drop, so we got a pair of those in there. It's also not bad when you get it like 2nd or 3rd turn, and the fact that it just has that much damage right off the bat makes it an easy target, which means they're going to waste cards trying to get rid of it. Shield Bearer, 0/4 Taunt. Seems like a pretty worthless card, but Taunt can save you if played at the right point in time, especially with an aggressive deck. Also, it's another way to, early on, make them be spending more cards than they should to get rid of your stuff. Voidwalker, same concept as Shield Bearer, 1/3 Taunt for 1 mana. Knife Juggler, the Juggalo, fantastic card. At first I didn't like it because it has that whole random enemy sort of aspect to it, but it works out really well, especially if you can get a coin into it right away early on, start dropping a lot of these cheaper minions. It's a lot of free damage for 2 mana. And yeah, it doesn't always go exactly where you want, but just the sheer economics of it makes it a fantastic card. Then there's the Nerubian Egg. Fantastic inclusion from Nax. It helps with removal. They can't wipe your board, otherwise they're going to also have to deal with the 4/4 Nerubian. Again, it's a twofer in a lot of cases. They hopefully get them to spend 2 on it. Plus, they're with things like the Abusive Sergeant and some things that we'll see later on. There are ways to give it an attack, which means that you can make it pop itself and get some worth out of the egg itself. Deathlord. It's a 2/8 taunt. It's really mid to late game kind of drop in the hopes that it buys me, an extra turn really, or it takes the focus off of some of my more important minions so they can keep doing their thing. It's not my favorite card in the world, which is why I only have one of them. I was running 2 for a while, but I don't know, not a huge fan of it. Might have to swap that out at some point in time. Scarlet Crusader 3/1 with Divine Shield. Same sort of thing as Argent Squire. Gives some really nice damage for a 2-for. Shattered Sun Cleric, another good drop alongside Nerubian Egg, or pretty much anything else. That extra 1/1 can be enough to push things over the edge. Void Terror. This is kind of a great, drop if you have a Nerubian Egg. Right now it's just kind of it's 3 mana for the opportunity to do a little bit of extra stuff, and if it's timed properly, you can get the attacks out of your current creatures, drop that, and have a bigger creature, a bigger target for them to have to deal with. Dark Iron Dwarf, it's the buffier version of Abusive Sergeant, so it gets a lot of the same sort of things. Defender of Argus, great again with the taunt, correctly placed is a really good drop. Leroy Jenkins coming in at the 5 mana drop. That card was better before the nerf. Used to be 4 mana. I still like it, and it's still good for bursty sort of 6 damage at the tail end, so I don't mind it. And another bursty card on the absolute top, Argent Commander 4/2 Divine Shield. It's at least a 2-for, and hopefully you're getting a good 4 damage out of it. So that is the Zoo deck check-in. So let's actually get into some matches, see what happens. I think I actually have some quests for this. So our first match, obviously, where are we here? There's Zoo. So yeah, starting 3 stars in rank 19. That's because of the rank 9 that I got to in the last season. I have not played this yet this season, so we'll do, I think, probably 3 matches with Zoo. I like Zoo, but it's so common now that I feel kind of bad, but I also bring it up as a decent deck to start with, because the truth is that it's pretty cheap to make, and if you were to make dust of it, so it's it's pretty cheap from that standpoint, but also it's more so just to get you guys used to seeing it if you haven't seen it already. This is not the best kind of opener that I want. I would really love, especially since I have the coin, I'd really love a Knife Juggler or a more potent 1/1 drop than that, especially playing against Mage. I should have held on to the Argent Squire there, but I'm hoping I can draw something better here. Alright, so we got the Juggler. That's actually pretty good. We'll have to see what we do. Mage can be a pretty bad matchup for Zoo Warlock, but we'll see what happens, I guess. Yeah, I think I'm going to coin right into Knife Juggler here, in the hopes that he wastes a turn pinging it for 1 damage. And as always, I like to say greetings to people, so we'll do that. Excuse me, I had to take a sip of my tasty beverage. So this should be, like I said, so I can't play over-aggressive. Mage has some fantastic ability to remove stuff on the board, so we have to play a little bit more cautiously than that. I'm kind of wondering why this guy's taking so long. Alright, great. That's actually kind of what I wanted him to do, because we'll not going to get a huge amount of benefit out of this, but we'll get at least 4 damage, and that's going to take the focus. He's going to have to ping that on the next turn unless he wants to deal with some annoyances later on. So this is not a great opening hand. I will definitely admit that right now. Again, just trying to hit the face as much as I possibly can with the Zoo. More pressure I can put on right away, the better. Okay, so he's going to pop a free secret there. Not a big fan of this 4/3. So I guess I don't know the mage secrets well enough. In fact, admittedly I don't know a lot of secrets well enough in this game. So I think first we're actually gonna get rid of his 4/3. My main goal is to lost Leroy. Okay, so that's fine. I'm okay with that. That seems like not a great opener there. Okay, another Juggalo. So we'll get another 4 damage to the face here. Again, the purpose of this is just to outpace him. If I can get him down in the range of 15 or so by the 4th or 5th turn, I'm sitting really good. So he's going to pop another secret. I wonder if that's another duplicate. It might be. I don't necessarily have... I do have a taunt there that's going to soak up at least 1 for me. I think we're going to... Well, we'll draw another card. Alright. Actually, this is perfect. We're going to drop the Nerubian Egg there. And then... Okay, that's fine. I'm fine with that. I am totally fine with that. Yep. We're going to ping him to the face. We'll hit him for another 4 straight on the face. Maybe should have worried about the 4/3 and getting rid of that, but that's okay. On the next turn, I should be able to give my... I'll have 5 mana, so... Yep, another free secret out of you. That's fine. I'm not going to drop the Juggalo. Yeah, kind of expected that, excuse me. Yeah, okay, I think we will drop the Juggalo now, because drop that. Okay, that's not going to be. What if it's an attack the face? There we go. Yep, that's fine. Totally fine with that. And in this case, we want to let our Juggalo live a little longer, so we're going to do that. Hopefully that buys us a little bit of time. And we can actually... got some pretty neat things going on here. He's going to probably... Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, I'm fine with that, dude. There are much worse things that you could have given me than that. Okay. Kind of expected some removal there. So, okay, so now here's some fun things that we could do. Void Terror is not a good card to pull up right now. However, we can clear a little bit of damage and force him to get rid of some things for me. Actually, do this too. We'll let him kill my guy, because that's actually... Oh! I don't want to hit the 3/3 or the 3/2. And he's going to be a little bit of a jerk. That's fine. But that way, he's forced to kill my Nerubian Egg on his turn. That buys me a little bit of extra card advantage there. And then, yeah, he's gonna do some reasonable damage to my face here, but I'm eerily okay with that. Okay, that's fine. Probably a little smarter in the long run, but that's cool. He's gonna waste one of his 4/1s to take that out. Totally fine with that. Yep, totally fine with that too. Actually, he's kind of doing me a favor here. Okay. That's kind of an obnoxious card, so we'll have to see what we can do about that. Let me see here. That's got charge. I guess we're going to draw a card here. Yeah, that works. We can drop our Divine Shield. Maybe we should have dropped the other one first. Doesn't matter because his secret didn't target that anyway. And we've got a little bit of, hey, don't attack me, bro. This is really just trying to get him to clear some of his board there. This is a piss-poor matchup here. Alright, that sucks. Sylvanas is a good card. I wish I had that card. Oh, yeah, cool. He's going to kill his own European Egg. Makes a lot of sense. Can't blame him for that. Okay, let me see here. So we can... Yoy. Oi. So I guess we have to do that. Don't have to, I guess. But I don't like the situation it leaves me in, so I am not going to allow that 7/7 to sit around. Oh, goody. More copies of that. I'm happy for you. Yeah, the best I can do is 8/11 on the next turn, unless I also draw a Soulfire, in which case I can do 15. That's probably not going to do it. And I don't have enough mana to also draw. So, I suppose if I grabbed a taunt guy, I could, and he let my dudes live, which is all very not likely. There's some choices there to make. A well-placed taunt here could make the difference, but I don't think it's going to happen. That is kind of a cool card. I do not think I have that card. But a cool card. Yeah, I'm going to bite it on this one. That is fairly for certain. Oh, goody. So, take that. Yeah, might as well. It's not gonna do it. He's got lethal here. We'll see how much of a jerk he wants to be about it, though, because I don't like conceding games, but at the same time, you know, these guys really love to. Sometimes the people in the ladder are kind of rude. See, now if this were me, and you can check me on this later too. If this were me. Yeah, I would actually just kill me with just the stuff off the board, because that would be the reasonable thing to do. But instead, he's trying to devise some creative way to do so that is going to somehow kill me more dead than I already was. Oh no. Really? Really? Oh, lucky for you. Oh my. You are so bad. You are such a bad Mamba Jamma. What would I ever do? If you don't kill me this turn, wow. I am so... I am not giving you the satisfaction. Suck it. Like, that's ridiculous. There's absolutely no reason not to kill me that turn, other than I want to be a prick about it. So, that's fine. I'm cool with that. That's how it rolls. So, okay, so yeah, all right. So, let's talk about what happened there. Number one, that's a pretty bad matchup for Zoo to begin with. And number two, Zoo has become so ridiculously popular that a lot of people have, pretty good methods of dealing with it. I'm kind of surprised. That's an interesting mage deck, though, because there's a lot of creatures in there, which also... like, not a ton of removal. I mean, we saw the one Frostbolt, or is it Frost Strike? I forget. The three damage and freeze a creature. That I think that's pretty much the only removal I saw until that polymorph at the end. Oh, goody. Oh, what will probably be a mirror match. We should be able to tell right from the get-go. I don't particularly like going first. I like the coin, but a lot more. But we should be able to tell immediately what type of warlock this is. And I don't like this opening hand at all, but yeah, we're not getting what we should out of that abusive sergeant. But if this is, it's either going to be a zoo lock or a hand lock. If it's a, I'm guessing it's a hand lock now. I was going to say if it's a zoo lock, it's something that we definitely want to get out in front of people. So that's fine. I guess we'll just play this the slow way. Yep, definitely a hand lock. He's going to drop like an 8/8 creature in like 1 or 2 turns. That'll happen. So prepare yourself for that, people. At this point, I'm really just trying to get as much crap out on the board as I can, do as much damage, because I'm going to need to drop those Parasol Fires pretty quick here. He'll have, I forget which giant it is. One of the giants allows you to play it cheaper based on the number of cards in your hand, aka that's why he's dropping all this crap down. Wow, okay. I'm very confused at this play. So, we want to kill that thing, so I guess we'll do it this way. This guarantees that I'll be able to kill it and leave my Juggalo alive. Hopefully the Juggalo will hit him. Of course it didn't. But that's fine. I'm trying to avoid using my my soul fires there, because the truth is that I'm going to need them here any moment. Yep, Mountain Giant. Yep. So that's fine. We might be able to get out in front of this far enough to make it work. Right now what we're doing is increasing our chances of not ruining one of our soul fires with this. Yep, I totally ruined it, but that's fine. I can clear out that guy with that. Attack the face. And I'm actually sitting all right now. I've got, 10 more on the board, plus another 4 in my pocket. This isn't so bad. Actually 5 in my pocket. Unless, of course, he has another sea giant he can drop. There is another giant that is based off of the number of damage you've taken. Oh, that's a rude card for this situation right here, that's for sure. Okay, well, this is alright. This is actually not so bad. We will do our 4 damage there. Kill it. Oh, Leroy. Interesting. We obviously still need to kill this. And then... oh boy, what to do. I could drop the Leroy. That gives him a couple of 1/1s. Or I could... I think I'm going to... yeah, much better play in the long run. We're going to get an extra, 3 damage out of this right off the bat. And this puts us in some pretty good positioning right now. He might waste a ton of his mana dropping something really big with Taunt, which is not such a bad thing. Looks like he's drawing for it right now, doesn't have it. Which hopefully means that we can burst both the Taunt... oh, good lord. I was about to say, hopefully that means we can burst the Taunt as well as other stuff. So, let me do some math here. 7 mana, and I do not have enough here. That's 6 damage. I need to kill that Belcher. So the easiest way to make sure that I do that is to see where this pops up. And it hit the wrong thing. That's unfortunate. Let's see if I can happen to draw the card I need. Nope, guess not. I probably misplayed that. That's okay, though. We will hit that. Crap. We have to do it this way. I have to get rid of his taunt. That's the unfortunate thing. I really screwed the pooch on that. Doing too much talking, I think. It's clouding my judgment here. I'm gonna have 8 mana on the next turn. So, oh, that's still not enough. I could... okay. He's probably gonna drop a taunt on it now. Okay, that's fine. He's gonna attack me for 8 to my face. The question is can I get there? 6 damage. I could really use... okay, so we're gonna hero power. Divine Shield. That's not enough to do it. But we can do this. And then we can also slow him down slightly. Go 6 to the face. And hopefully now I'll be able to pull out a win here with something. If he's good enough to kill Leroy... oh, unless he's gonna quit right now. Or he can kill me, one of the two. Probably kill me. Handlock is a cool deck. Wow. Okay, so if he's doing that, then I'm thinking maybe not, unless he has some ultra bursty things here. He will probably try to kill Leroy unless he can kill me. Destroy your hero and replace it with Lord Jaraxxus? Well, that's kind of obnoxious. I've never seen that card before. Okay, so I guess you win because you had a card that gave you 15 health out of nowhere. Okay. Well, that's kind of super lame. Yeah, I don't have an answer to that. There's no way that if this deck lasts to turn 9, it's typically a bad sign. So we'll just play everything and go. Blah. We'll give you 2 attack and say well played and whatever. Just kill me. Wow, that's super excited. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Having a single card turn it around like that on you is kind of brutal. But that's 2 out of our 3 played. I think I am gonna. We'll throw up the third match here real quick. Why not? We still got a little bit of time, and you know what can you do? I can't necessarily account for single cards like that. I do wish that I had the cards to put together a handlock deck, though. Those seem like they would be a lot of fun because you just get to drop these really powerful, painful minions in a hurry. And yeah, truth is that Zoo has not been working for me nearly as well as it used to. It's definitely, oh my gosh, that's not the same guy, is it? Let me check my little log here. No, it is not the same guy. So again, we're gonna have to deal. Oh, I get the. This is a pretty good deck, or pretty good starting hand. Especially with the coin. I guess we'll get rid of Nerubian Egg. So turn 1, coin, Knife Juggler. Turn 2, Shield Bearer, Flame Imp, Knife Juggler attacks. Turn 3, Nerubian Egg's a little weird. So we're going to let that one go. That is an interesting get. Oh, you know what my problem was last turn? I didn't greet the opponent. That was obviously what had happened right there, so I apologize for that. I kind of want that Lord Jaraxxus card. That's kind of cool. I'm going to have to look for that. I'm sure it's a legendary, which naturally means that it's expensive, but whatever. So, coin. Knife Juggler. Not seeing a first turn play out of him. I'm wondering if this too is a handlock. Everybody seems to be all high on the pumpkin cards. That's cool though. That was the October card back. I still am a fan of the Ice Crown back, so. Okay, this leads me to believe that maybe this is a Zoo lock. Oh, that's painful. Doomguard is also another thing that leads me to believe that it's a Zoo lock. Hey, guess what, dude? I got one of those too. And we're going to play for... And I will totally remove that, but we're going to try to play for board control right now. The taunt will hopefully slow him down a little bit. That's perfect card to lose there. I'd rather have the Argent Squire because now we're at a race. This is totally a race. It's going to be about board control, and yeah, it's gonna completely be about board control. That's really what it boils down to at this point. So, okay, well, tap. Yeah, I like the other taunt here. And then I am intentionally not going to kill that because he's got 7 worth of taunt to go through. Him playing Zoo probably means that that's kind of a pain. He might have to waste a Soulfire on it. He might have to buff it like this. That's fine. That's still multiple cards to get rid of my 1 or 2. Totally fine with that. And on top of that, I can do things like this now that I have... Oh, ooh, boy. Yeah, we want to do that. So, yep, you totally have to deal with that guy now. We'll draw another card here. And yeah, we'll take another Flame Imp because he's going to have to deal with all of this, and that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. We'll drop the Defender of Argus and Argent Squire probably on the next turn. See, either he might have a Mortal Coil, which would be a pretty good advantage for him. because then it's a straight up trade for cards, but and he doesn't lose anything. And then his 4/4 will probably do some damage, but we'll see what happens. Yep, here comes Mortal Coil. Oh no, wow. That's a weird pick. Okay. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's fine, dude. You're not going to attack with your 4/4? That's a little curious. Oh, there it is. Yep. Kind of figured as much. That's fine. Oh, that's about perfect. Yeah, thanks. All right, Leroy. Yeah, I guess we might as well drop this. This is... Oh, I did bad math. Bad math. But that's fine. This is a little bit of a pain for him to deal with, and we're going to clear his board because I like being in this position. That's really what it boils down to. Zoo is really about board control. Sorry, I had to take a drink of my tasty beverage. Zoo is really about board control. It's making sure that you can keep that pressure up. You don't let stuff live long enough. That's an interesting pick. So that's +1/+1. That's +1/+1. We could coin, or not coin, I'm sorry, life tap, and still have enough to do that. Yeah, I think we need the card at this point. So, okay, that'll be helpful. That'll actually be really helpful. We'll do this, because then he's got 2 taunts to deal with, both of which have Divine Shield. We're going to choose to ignore his 2/3, go straight to the face. Mostly at this point because he has to deal with my 2/2s, and they both have Divine Shields. That's fine. That's fine. So not a big deal there. I will happily kill your owl with my Argent Squire. Again, another... Okay, yeah, alright. Congratulations. Yep, I'm fine with that too. So, let's see here. We want to... we got to get rid of both those taunts. And preferably do it without our Argent Commander. So we can do... Oh boy. 3 would leave me a 4. I've got 7 mana. I could drop another taunt. Divine Shield would make one of those guys safe. So that would be 4. Oh boy. Decisions. Let's see here. I don't want to drop that. Charge and Divine Shield would mean that I could kill off one of those guys. He'd still have to deal with it. And I could drop another taunt. And I'm starting to not want to life tap. So, or we could life tap, drop a taunt, kill off that. Boy, this is not an easy decision. Okay, life tap it is. Okay, that's fine. Taunt. +1/+1. And we will kill. Attack. And turn. Alright. I like where I'm sitting right now. Yeah, kind of assumed you'd go ahead and kill that guy, but that's fine. Well, let's see here. We'll have 8 mana on the next turn, so... Okay. Alright, I'm fine with that. I will happily trade my 3/2 for your 3/2.
The light protects me.
Yeah, 2/1 Divine Shield, that's fine. Charge and Battle Cry. Yep. Okay. So we need to kill that guy. I have 8 mana here. How do we do that? How do we do that effectively? Oh boy. I don't really want to use Leroy on that. So I guess I will do this. Yep, I'm gonna do that.
Push forward.
Hit your face. Life tap. And okay, so that Defender of Argus will enable us to drop that on Nerubian Egg and Leroy Jenkins on the next turn. I like the fact that I have more cards than him right now. I'm not a huge fan of the board situation. I like the fact that you're doing that, because hopefully, unless you drop some crazy taunt here, I should be able to... Yeah, at some point, dude, you got to start going to the face. But if you don't kill that 4-2, I will be... That's an interesting choice. So 3 damage takes him down to 9. That takes him down to 6. You just sealed your fate, dude. I am sorry. We'll give you a well played. And win with a Leroy Jenkins. Notice how I'm not doing any frills here. No bullshit. Just straight to the face. End the game quickly. That was a good game. It's always a race when you're going zoo versus zoo, but what can you do? Anyways, with that, we're going to end our little session with Zoolock. When we come back, I'm going to try Aggro Pally, show you what's going on with that. So I want to thank you for joining us on this episode. Hopefully you'll be around for more episodes. If you like this, give us a like. Just mention a comment in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. It helps us help you, and we will see you next time.